Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to break down my philosophy to building a $50,000 a month coaching business without going viral, without using sales funnels, and without hoping and praying to get more clients. Everything here is scientific and it's proven. So I'm going to show you how you as a coach and consultant can make more than $50,000 every single month in your business. Because in the last 2.5 years, I've generated more than $5 million for my clients. And in the last 8 months, I've generated $350,000 in profit for just one of my clients in just 8 months. And I'm going to show you how you can scale your business, get more clients, build a legacy and an ecosystem that your market really wants to be in without having to use money back guarantees, without having to work all the time, and without having to do all these fancy sales pitches. So if you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe because I'm going to create videos every single week like this so you can scale your business, get more clients, and build a legacy in your coaching business. Because people buy coaches and not coaching, and that is the key words here. So always remember that people don't care about your product. They don't care about all your fancy sales pitches. They don't care about your funnels, but they do care about who you are as a person because that's who they resonate with. So people buy coaches, not coaching, which is the reason why you should always focus on building your personal brand and never be a product pusher. It's not just enough to have a great product. We need to have a personal brand that people can resonate with. And I'm going to show you why. Because if you have a fancy sales funnel that pushes a product, that could be a lead magnet. People are so tired of this. People are so tired of these outdated sales funnels that are VSLs, money back guarantees, and crazy claims that you can make a lot of money or you can have a six pack within no time or whatever it is. People are just so tired of these sales funnel because the people and the market and the world in general, they don't need another sales pitch. They don't need another money back guarantee. And they don't need another fancy product with the ultimate sales pitch. The only thing people need is someone that they actually can trust and resonate with. Because people are so tired of being pushed into these sales pitches, funnels, and money back guarantees. They simply don't want expensive information that you can Google online. And most importantly, they're just so tired of being lied to and told that they're constantly missing out if they don't have the next course to buy. So we need to switch everything here. And if you're not adapting to the new market trends, and this is not a trend, this is just going to be how it is because people don't need another sales pitch, but they need someone that they can trust. And that is super fundamental because 90% of all coaches, they're working all the time, they're building complex funnels, they're chasing leads and always pushing for more sales. But why is it that these coaches that are always working, trying to do these complex strategies, always chasing leads and the next sales, why are they stuck below $10,000 a month? Shouldn't they be making millions? And that is because the market has changed. People don't want an outdated sales funnel because an outdated sales funnel is basically instant gratification full of quick fixes where we just chase the next sale, the next dopamine hit. And the leads in these sales funnels, they're so expensive and unqualified because people are so tired of them. They don't want them anymore. And the only thing it guarantees is fast transactions. We want money and then just onto the next one. And this is just a product pushing example where you have these lead magnet cover ups. So if they don't buy from you from the lead magnet, you're going to get pushed with email marketing so you can buy the product from email, from the email list. And they always use money back guarantees with these VSL funnels. So with these last shot email marketing, they don't really have an ecosystem. They just have a pipeline and they just shoot down every single lead that they can find and wonder why it doesn't work because people don't want that anymore. They want something else. And that is very, very important to understand. And this is where my legacy flywheel comes in because the legacy flywheel, and this is taken from Instagram, and I'm here with one of my clients, and he has now $1 million business because we used the legacy flywheel. And the legacy flywheel is not focusing on getting followers and these instant gratification. It is very long term. It builds the personal brand, it builds trust, and it all starts with a follower. So instead of focusing on getting leads, we focus on getting followers and build a community of like minded people who love to be around my coach. He's a finance coach. And the people who follow him, they have a very good interest in finance and they really want to stick around because they like his personality. I think that's absolutely amazing. If you can build a system and an ecosystem where people love to be around, because it's not about just my coach, it's about the legacy he's building. And if you want to build a legacy, you need to have people, and people need to love what you're doing. So once we have the follow traffic, and this is where we focus on problem aware leads, and we want to build the personal brand to get more followers, because not only do they build up and get qualified followers from that who might have an interest in buying from a coach, but he's also building his personal brand. So later on, when he's into other ventures, it could be other things than coaching. Now he has a lot of followers, which of course also increases his authority and gives him more access to great investments and opportunity later on in his life. So this is not just about getting followers, fast transactions. This is a very long-term play. And of course, we get sales like almost every single day from it, but this is just a long-term play as well. Because when we also combine the follow ad and people come into his Instagram, and we have this nurturing content that builds trust, authority, and likelihood of achievement, it also increases the perception of success, because people don't buy what's best for them. People buy what they perceive is best for them. So if people believe that you can help them, they would always choose you. And that's why we have the content with a lot of storytelling to focus on the values and focus on resonating with people. So people can resonate with my client. We also have a lot of social proof and a lot of proof of concept showcasing that my client is actually really good at what he's doing. And then, of course, a lot of value. So people leave the videos with a lot of value they can use to complete their desired transformation. And when they get into the Instagram and they see the awesome content, they also leave a follow. And this is where we have just one team member that's an appointment setter who reaches out to people who like, comment, follow, and engage with my client's content, and just ask them what really resonated with them and start awesome conversations. See where the prospect are in their customer journey, because now it's not just a question about do you want to buy or not. No, this is about finding out where or the people are in their journey. Are they ready to take action? Do they want more information? And do they actually want, yeah, to be nurtured a little bit? So based on where they are, the appointment setter can either book them in on a call or send them some more valuable videos on from YouTube to literally warm them up, nurture them, educate the audience so they feel like they're getting so much value, which leads to literally client acquisition, because either they book a call now because they're ready to take action, or then they just have to get some more information about my client, because if they spend a lot of time on YouTube with my client watching his content, they're also going to be more familiar with him and they start trusting him and liking him a little bit more. And we do business with people that we like, know, and trust, but most importantly, people that we believe can get us the best results. So when you send them valuable YouTube videos, that could be a client interview, it could be a valuable video like this where I'm talking, you build trust, authority, and likelihood of achievement, because the clients and the potential clients will also see how they potentially can go through the transformation based on the value that you provide in the video. So then they're getting warmed up, and then basically we reach out to them again. and just start the conversation again. Did they actually watch the video? And what resonated with the video? Have they taken action? And if they haven't taken action and they're ready to, we book them in on a call, which leads to client acquisition. And now we're just delivering fast results because they're so hooked up to work with my client, which leads to client results. And when we have client results, we have happy clients, proof of concept, and of course, social proof. And we get referrals, we get happy clients who renew the deal. So we do upsales more and more and more. So we don't have to chase more clients, but we just have to renew the partnership with a lot of clients who pay two, three, $4,000 every single month to work with my clients because they're so happy about the service. And that leads to the ecosystem where you don't have to chase clients all the time, because when you focus on delivering amazing results, when you put your clients first instead of acquisition first, that's where you can actually deliver amazing results. And your clients will stick in your business for such a long time. And in the end, it builds a legacy with a very good reputation. And that is the legacy flywheel that I'm using and have used to generate more than $5 million for my client in just 2 years. And it really works because the ecosystem, this is not just a funnel, but this is more like an ecosystem your market really loves to be around. And it's built on trust, authority, and likelihood of achievement. And when you get followers, you have like this loyal community of people who wants to stick around, have a good time, and you become a tribe who wants the same thing. And this is so unique and personal because this is around the personal brand, which means that people are here because of you and not just because of your money back guarantee. And this all leads to a high renewal rate and a very high lifetime value per client, which means you can make more money without having to chase new clients all the time. So it gives you peace of mind, predictability, and also stability in your business so you can actually enjoy it and focus on scaling with high profits and a lean team. It's super important. And most importantly, it's going to be a fun business. It's not a constant chase and a race to get more clients, but now it's just a lifestyle for you. You just have fun while helping clients, while you're making money and having more freedom. And that, in my opinion, is a very good life to live if you're a coach. And it all comes down to the philosophy. And this is basically the philosophy that I have created, how you can build a business based on who you are, because this is based, and the result of doing this with these things here is that you're having a business where people buy you because of you and not your product. And it all comes down to your philosophy. My philosophy is a flywheel over funnel, profit over revenue, lean team over a huge team. So that's just some of my philosophy in my business and in my expertise. So you need to actually find out what is your philosophy in your coaching business. How do you go about your coaching? What rules do you have? And then also find out what values do you have, like what's truly important, priorities. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's fitness, it could be anything. Just write down the values that you have as a person. And also when it comes to leadership, you want to be a leader, you want to show and don't tell. You want to showcase that you're really good, you want to lead your tribe and actually do the work that you preach, practice what you preach, and become the leader that people really want to look at and want to follow. And it, of course, also comes down to the results you deliver. Because if you deliver an amazing transformation, you have amazing social proof and proof of concept, then it becomes full circle, because a legacy is not just built on the money you can guarantee, it's built upon your values, that you're a leader, that you have amazing results, and you have a philosophy that people remember you for. That's how you build the legacy. And if you look at historically, The most influential people on this planet Earth, they all have a legacy. So if you want to impact more people, make more money in a way that it's you and it's actually providing for the world, you need to focus on this philosophy and this wheel here, this model where you can build a legacy. It's super important, and this is why my client has a life-changing legacy. He's been helping more than 200 people changing their lives. He's traveling around the world. He's having a good time. And this is just from the interview I had with him. And he went from chasing leads with an outdated sales funnel to now having an ecosystem where people love to be around him and love to work with him, and he's having freedom, wealth, and also fun in his business. And I think that's absolutely incredible. And it's super simple. Of course, not very easy because nothing great comes easy. But if you actually put in the work and actually do what it takes, you can build a very good business that literally makes you more than $50,000 every single month. And this is very important to, of course, also say that if you enjoyed this content and if you want to learn more about how you actually can scale your business to $50,000 every single month in a way that is fun and aligns with who you are and aligns with your life, then go to the description and send me a DM on Instagram. And also, if you have questions, I'll love to answer them and help you and point you in the right direction. But until then, just yeah, keep up the good work, and I'll see you in the next